Okay, mic should be on. Everything appears to be fine, dandy. Let's get rid of the usual text. This and that. There we go. Friend on board. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Right, we're back for another run of Hades. What is this, run 3 or 4-ish? I lost count now.
I think we have 3 successful, so it should be 1 4 if we can get it.
4, maybe 5, if we're feeling it.
Yeah.
We should be at the point where we don't need to do as much work to be equipped now, right?
No, I think it
New addition to the old collection.
should be a lot better right now.
Radio. What's the focus this time?
Me out there.
Yeah.
Time
Oh,
to go.
and
This time with auto lock on.
yep. And actually I've been like playing a bit on my own with my other save file, so
Okay, so how much of a difference has it felt then?
I mean a lot.
Really?
Yeah. But I also have God Gouge on and I kind of grinded it.
Okay.
But
The pierced butterfly grows stronger.
it's not God Gouge, God mode, where I kind of grinded, like I started with 30% damage reduction, then I just killed myself a couple once, so I'm now at 70 something.
With God mode on, that doesn't like taint your save file per se, I guess, I don't know.
No, I don't think so.
You can use it just for the grinding sake.
Yeah.
That's
And
nice.
I pretty much just got myself in the position where I can defeat the extreme measure bosses.
So using God mode, it doesn't like lock off anything, right?
I don't think so.
I feel like it should, considering the nature of it, but whatever. Already see the impact of the bow, like, holy shit, this does good damage already from the start.
I thought for certain you were well on your way out of there last time, nephew.
He was!
Yeah. Okay. Well, 36% damage increase is quite nice. Darkness.
Okay, let's see. Well, I've got a few topics this time, so I'm not going to run out as fast, thank God.
Yeah, and we can always kind of default back to Steam Universe because
Naturally.
Don't die again.
You only
have
just
the-
finished, so you still
Yeah.
you're still
Yeah.
recovering.
Yeah, like quite literally.
I'll just get my topics out of the way. Right, so I quote, I would label finished for Metal Gear 5. This is the nature and problem with Metal Gear 5. It is an unfinished game, and you can feel it when you're done. Quotation.
Okay, yeah.
The game was just straight up interrupted midway through development, and it was released. So, thanks Konami, you bastards, for kicking out Kojima right midway through development. Great. So yeah, that game's forever unfinished with its story. Technically, where it is, it can be kind of guessed where it goes afterwards, and the storyline's not ruined. But it's just like, where's the other 2/3 of the game?
Wait, 2/3?
Yeah, I feel like there was supposed to be a lot more in the game that was going to be added, but all we know so far is there was going to be one more mission that was added. It was in like a pre-order exclusive bonus behind-the-scenes thing. That was only one level. I have the feeling there was supposed to be an entire area that we would go through, but run out of dev time. So in the game, there's only like... It's an open world-ish game, so there's only 2 areas in the game. I feel like there might have been a third, potentially, maybe a fourth. These big open world areas. But, yeah. So that kind of sucks to know. But, yeah. From revisiting the game, it's difficult to gauge if it's streamable. I mean, it is. It's a commitment. I'll take up half the year.
Oh, wow.
Like,
We might need to think about something for longer games now that we both stream.
Yeah.
Both games.
Yeah, because, I mean, it's just doable. It's going to be a commitment, and with only 2-hour slots, it's like this will take longer than normal.
Yeah.
And I was right about the whole gameplay to story ratio. It is definitely leaned more towards the gameplay, and I feel like story-wise, it is there, mind you. The long cutscenes and such, they do exist. They're only just tackled in the form of the cassette tapes, the audio tapes. If you don't listen to them, you are missing severe story elements that would be explained. If you have any questions, listen to the tapes. It will tell you. I have a feeling, and this is what it sounds like, the audio quality of how the tape's set up, I'm listening to it, I was like, I can visualize this as a cutscene. Something tells me, due to development time, these cutscenes were converted into audio format, just to save time and budget.
Okay, that is weird.
It's weird, but it makes sense, because again, the game was, stopped midway.
Yeah.
So I do wonder, like, if the game was fully developed, it would be a different package altogether. Nice. He's still on the first floor, but whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fishing. You
yeah.
still get resources out of it, so.
But revisiting 5, I did have a really good time. It's just a shame of what it is, and I do view it as unstreamable. It's just too much of a commitment, and some variety never hurts every once in a while,
Yeah.
And I had a good time. I definitely, revisiting it, I definitely played it much better than the first time when I played it. Because, man, I was sloppy back then. I got caught all the time.
Yeah, you get a lot more experience now.
Yeah. Definitely helps I knew what to focus on with, like, weapon development and all that, so I can get the better stuff quicker.
Yeah.
Still played the passive way with non-lethal weaponry, stubborn as I be. God damn it.
Yeah, I mean, I know you. It's like...
It's more beneficial, and it really is, considering it's building off a Peace Walker.
So close to not getting damaged there.
There have been times, though, playing through 5, it's like, fuck it, I'm killing everyone here. There's literally at the, I guess, near end of the game, I wouldn't label it that, it's just the game is set up into chapters or parts. You only get, like, part 1, and then, like, part 2 is more like a part 1.2. It's not really a full part 2, it's just labeled that, so we never get a part 3, by the way. That doesn't exist. Thanks. Yeah, the end of part 1, whatever, is the final boss area type thing. You're supposed to get into the base, and then afterwards would be the final boss type thing, whatever. So when it gets into the base thing, I started passively, and then I saw in the distance there was an attack helicopter. Those things are bastards. They see you, you're a dead man. It was like, great, I gotta work around that, and 5 feet in front of me, there's a tank over there. Fuck it, I'm gonna blow up everyone here. I've gone through this majority of the game as passive. I'm gonna blow everyone the fuck up and bomb rush my way into the boss room, and that worked. I didn't get blown up or anything from it. I was like, fuck it, I'm charging right through that damn bastard. No one can stop me. You're in a tank.
Anything I need.
It was the most satisfying thing ever, considering I, can't kill anyone in passive runs, and then you're just like, that's it, the chains have been unshackled. Time to die.
You messed with the wrong snake.
I love that mentality of, like, don't ever piss off a passive person, because God knows what monster you release.
Goatman spawn... Demon spawn when the Goatman goes to war. Which, I mean, it's not really fair for the Doctor, because, like, the definition of Goatman is, like...
It's a matter of perspective.
Yeah. Which I do like that, Wilson just straight up acknowledges, like, you think you think I have rules because I'm a good person deep down?
Rules exist for a personal reason.
Yeah, it's like, I have rules because I'm not.
Yeah, it's a good character trope, and it's just kind of a shame it's not used much nowadays. So much potential, and yet very easy to fuck up. Yeah, so, like, Metal Gear 5, I do recommend, if you want a really good game, it's just, do know, it's not finished. No amount of modding will fix that.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't exist.
There's no modding for the game?
There is. There's some really fucking hilarious mods for the game, but nothing that will really extend the game to give us the, the last part we really want to see. Because it leaves, where it leaves is good enough, but there is some definite stuff is like, this bit of plot needs to be resolved. How the fuck do you explain this? Well, it would have been explained, but it's not in the game.
Oh well.
Yeah. Nature of how it be. Ah, it's you again. And you didn't do a successful run last time, so it did just rotate, didn't it?
No, I think the last one was successful. It was the first one where I messed up with
Okay.
Charon, which when it didn't mess up, I showed it off. But
You chose to mess up.
yeah,
Alright, so we didn't. I don't think we got to see Tisiphone much, so.
yeah, she just is a bit more mobile, and then she makes the area smaller. So
Doesn't the other one do that?
no,
Oh, okay. More hectic and chaotic fury.
so she thinks that I'm a murderer, which is kind of rude.
Well, does she say that to everyone?
Maybe.
Either way, she's very taciturn.
Probably should try stuff to her that gives you bonus damage.
Sorry, I'm just still amazed. Like, the damage I put on this bow is amazing.
Yeah, I reflected the special, like once it homes in, that there are some fun builds with that one.
Like, you were still doing good even without the homing shot stuff, so now you're just like, oh god, he's unstoppable now. Maybe
No,
sh-
don't.
I wonder, can you get away with the glass cannon build?
Maybe.
At
Maybe
least
we'll see
with-
how many hearts I get at some point.
Yeah, it's like, I'm just asking for you, for your skill set, I mean.
Probably not, because I'm still too consistent when it comes to dodging.
Hmm. Let's see, other topics. Alright, not 100% on this yet, but it's pretty good chances. So if I had looked more into the whole 3D printing thing, it may actually happen. it
Nice.
might actually happen next month. Still doing just a bit of research for commitment on like which printer type I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Because I had my eye on a Ender 3 for a while, an Ender 3 S1. There's many Enders out there, by the way.
I literally no idea what it means. And
It just means a version of the Ender 3. It's like the S1 is like the most current version of it with benefits. But literally, as I was going to bring it up to for purchasing purposes, whatever, I spotted that there's this other printer that was relatively recent from last year. Surprisingly, it's like this the Neptune 3. It's like, oh wait, this has got everything that the Ender 3 S1 has, but cheaper, and it's better. It's like, what the fuck?
I mean, that does happen.
Yeah, but it's just like, this is the typical,
Right on cue.
I guess, bias, whatever, like, brand recognition bias, whatever. Like, the Ender 3 has been the go-to beginner's printer
Yeah.
type thing. And now there's this new one over here. It's like, where were you? You know? Would have liked to know about you earlier. Not complaining, it's just like, finally, you know, some competition.
Yeah. Competition is always good.
I can see that because the Neptune 3 has everything the Ender 3 does, but better and cheaper. One of the selling factors for the Neptune 3, I should say, there are different models of Neptune 3. There was the Neptune 3, and now there's like a Pro, Plus, and Max. So this ain't confusing at all.
Hey,
Okay.
actually, don't see. Sorry.
Now go on, do your conversation.
Met a nymph before. You're closer to the gods than mortals, right?
Yeah, gods that can die. How is that fair? Was just a stupid snake bite in my case. Can you imagine something more embarrassing? You're just minding your business, and then snap, you're dead and on your way down here.
I know the feeling better than you might expect.
Yep.
I was just strolling away, enjoying my life, and then bam! Mortality kicked in.
Well, I'm still looking good. Though, I guess you do kind of get to lock in whatever age when you register. Bet everybody dying of old age pushed that one through.
Anyway.
Yeah. No, sorry, I kind of interrupted you.
No, it's fine. I just needed a minute anyway. So right now I'm focusing on the Neptune 3. I'm convinced now because it's just more functionally affordable. That makes sense for price comparison wise. But now I'm arguing on like features basically. So the major difference between the Neptune 3, so on 3s, damn it, and their versions with Pro, Plus, and Max. Major differences really is just the size. That's it. That's their spec differences, which is amazing. It's just like, oh, that makes things so much simpler. So right now I'm arguing between the Pro and the Plus. The Pro is just the standard size, but the Plus is the mid-bigger size. The thing that was interesting me the most with the Neptune 3 is that it main selling feature is that it has an auto bed leveling feature. So that means you don't have to level the bed at all. It just does it for you. You don't have to do it manually, which that was one part of 3D printing that got me scared, was leveling the bed. Because it's a very grey area, and that's one of those factors in if the print fucks up, you can't tell if it's because of the bed that leveling that wasn't right or it was something else. So if I can remove that factor, that makes the process of elimination easier.
Yeah, I can imagine.
That's the benefit with the Pro model. Plus and Max don't have, well, they do have auto leveling, except they still have manual leveling gears. So I'm like, wait, what's the point of the auto leveling then? That part I don't get. So I'm confused. Then I asked a little information, well, some opinions about that from others, and they brought up that, you know, the base Pro model, if the other models have manual leveling, how come the Pro version doesn't? Does that mean, like, if you do need to manually level the thing, you can't, because there is no gears to manually level it? And their argument is right, because what if the auto leveling doesn't work?
Oh, I see.
No, I think their opinion might be right. Like, maybe I should just go for the plus one. Even though I went for the benefit of auto leveling, what if the auto leveling doesn't work?
Shouldn't that fall under like fuck, what's it called in German? Like warranty stuff like that.
Yeah, I could refund it, but I'm just like, that's the thing. It's like,
hassle,
yeah, that's the thing. It's like, okay, now the factor is it because of the auto leveling that the print is fucking up? So it's just like, fuck, this doesn't fix a damn thing at all.
Also, I'm having trouble finding enemies lately. It's like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, I guess they're not feeling it today. They know you've got a bow.
Yeah, but shouldn't they try to be closer then?
It's not their day today. See, I think just with some slight research, I originally was going to go with a Pro, now I'm going with a Plus, knowing that it'd be better to have manual gears than not at all.
Yeah,
Like,
fallbacks are usually good.
Yeah, it's like sometimes automation is your worst enemy.
Yeah.
So now it's just a matter of waiting, I suppose. I have so much fun printing shit. Because I've got access to models for days. And it also, hopefully if this works out, could end up being a good source of revenue, maybe. I hope.
Good. I mean, you definitely have the creativity to make something cool.
My goal is, right now, like, I'm guessing I'm going to have an Etsy shop at some point. That'd be neat. Is basically provide 3D prints of the Mass Effect weapons. Because I've seen, like, on the Etsy shops, they're quite highly priced. I want mine to be just more in the affordable range, you know?
Yeah.
Just for the prints, not, like, painted up or anything. So I don't get that at all. Why just the prints are expensive. Makes sense if they're painted and ready to go, but whatever. So, yeah, Mass Effect weapons, they'd be fun. And I have access to the Predator masks, so they'd be nice to have.
Yeah.
Once I get this whole thing going, I think I'll give you something, you know, just to show that I've got it working.
Oh, excited for that.
It'll probably be something simple, but I have a good idea what it would be. Just for postage sake.
Oh yeah, that's also a factor.
Actually, it would be a good test to, you know, Etsy's more global in it, so...
Does Etsy take care of the for you?
Probably, I'm not sure. Considering, you know, how advertised Etsy actually is, because you can get anything. They probably do handle shipping, maybe. I don't know. I gotta research, you know.
Yeah.
Either way, it's exciting.
Stop making the floor a hassle to walk on. That's really rude.
No, I decided with the lava variant today. Oh, that's a thought. I never thought about that. Is there, like, elemental weaknesses in this game?
No.
Oh, there should be. Surprised. Because that makes sense. You're using an ice thing in a fire-based environment.
I'm hoping that gets
There
fuel
should be,
there.
should be elemental weaknesses. No.
I think like the game already has enough randomness that's like, oh,
It's not random. This is strategy.
I mean you can't really predict what you're going to get that much, so it's like, is it strategy?
Yeah, but it's a nice little bonus element, you know? It's like, oh good, my weapon be effective on this particular enemy. Like, you don't have to have a deep, complex, you know, elements or weakness classification. Some games just only have the 3, you know?
Seriously, stop making everywhere I go a hassle to walk on.
Use your range to your benefit, damn it.
Yeah, but I can't even stand somewhere to attack him right now. It's like... I actually was quite close to dying there, it's like... But
Glass cannon.
It's not even glass cannon, I just took way too much damage as well, but I didn't lose anything, so... Back to full HP.
So, since I'm finished with Metal Gear, I guess I'm back to doing Mass Effect in a minute, I suppose. But,
Did you finish 3 or not?
no, I decided to stop because the whole year launcher thing bullshit. I'll be honest, replaying through 3 a little bit with the mods that were installed, it's like, this ain't enough, you know? It's like, the mods I've installed for the run, it's like, I played 3 enough, this feels too vanilla.
Oh no.
It's like, I played with the mods to make it interesting. It's just like, if I wanted the vanilla experience, I'll play the vanilla experience, but that's not what I was here for. I was here for the modded stuff, so I stopped.
Yeah, it's like once you have too many mods, you just never can go back.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Because the mod creator for the Oricon, I think his name is, whatever. His mods seem to be, well, he's been developing so far, he keeps making new mods as well. He just won't stop. Like, I think he announced one not too long ago. It's just like, fucking, he's never gonna stop. Even though he said he was retiring, goddammit. The mods he's been making, they sound like, well, I've been comparing a lot. He sounds like he's making similar mods of Expanded Galaxy mod to fill the void. I guess he just doesn't realize how similar they are, whatever. He's making more vanilla-friendly variants of those same mods, like they mostly came from Expanded Galaxy mod. So, that's not a bad thing, I'm not against that. His focus is more restoring content rather than just excessively adding content. That's the big difference, and that's okay. If you want the more vanilla experience, the original Mass Effect 3 is what you want to go for, ironically, not the Legendary Edition. That's just the way it is. But speaking of Legendary Edition, I'm gonna have a look and see what they've got, because, you know, the Legendary Edition isn't as capped with that whole stupid 32-bit bullshit. Like, that is the literal major holdback with the original Mass Effect games, is that damn 32-bit format thing. Because it's very easy to overload the games, and that's what causes crashes, by the way. So, it'll be interesting to, you know, properly try Legendary Edition now. What do you need?
I mean, you can give me healing, but I can get 2 boons. It's like...
You're already good on health.
Yeah, it's like, I gotta think endgame here.
Right. Oh, so... This is interesting. So, usually when I play the original Mass Effect games, I use the Allot texture pack thing, which, you know, is a very, very good high-res texture pack for the original trilogy games. But there's also an Allot texture pack for the Legendary Edition, and I was looking at the comparisons. There's not many images for comparisons, but the ones I could see is like... Comparing the Allot textures to the Legendary, it's actually a downgrade, weirdly enough. Because it feels redundant, because they already spent the effort with Legendary Edition to make the textures good. So having another texture mod just feels redundant when they're already around the same quality or worse. Like, best example, ironically, one of the comparisons was comparing Tally's texture compared to the modded textures, and the Legendary Edition did them better. Which is very weird to say, because usually it's like, isn't it the modded community that does it better?
Normally they do, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, a bit surprised right now.
Yeah, I know. And I was comparing, I was like, that can't be right. No, the modded not yeah, the original versions did them better. Major spot I was noticing, at least just straight away, there's a back shot of Tally, of like the weapon mounts, those little circular spots that are on the back of Tally. I pay attention to details, damn it. Most of the Mass Effect characters have spots on their back where it's designated to where the weapons should be mounting on. I pay attention to this shit way too much. But those spots on the back of Tally, these circular spots, whatever, for some reason the modded texture is a lot lower detail and rectangular for some fucking reason. It's like, what? No, it's supposed to be a circle. Why'd you make it angular? So, yeah, that's enough to convince me. It's like, you did it wrong. Anyway, that's my 2 cents. I think that's all the topics I've got right now.
Fair. I mean, I have still topic of Steam Universe, but not when we're fighting freaking Asterios.
This isn't even the real thing.
Yeah, because keep showing up as a mini boss.
I don't get the point of this. Like, why have him as a mini boss when you're just gonna fight him again
the
later?
game hates you.
You don't even get a reward for doing this, do you?
I mean, you get the normal chamber rewards and like for the boons, mini bosses to give you better rarities. So there's some benefit, but
Yeah, it's like this guy is like a more difficult mini boss, yet his rewards aren't that good.
yeah, but it's like it's the fuck you challenge.
There is. Okay, it's
So I
kind.
should put this stuff on me. Why?
It is kind of reassuring that this game has some questionable choices that don't make sense.
I mean, it makes sense in the sense that the game is there to challenge you.
Yeah, but it's just the whole rewarding factor from this particular encounter is not good enough.
So, can somebody please give me some good boons? Thank you.
No, the god's been too favorable as of late.
It's like I chose Athena, and she didn't have the decency to give me the exposed boons. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
but
really choosing you.
you got Reflective Dash. That's your favorite.
Yeah, but just also other good ones. Oh. Stop it.
Yeah, I finally just remembered something I was supposed to bring up. Pre-stream. This pre-stream we were talking about Steven Universe since Plimer just finished.
Yeah.
Hell of a ride. And I brought up that it's like Plimer can't look up any meme edits till he's done, which is very true. There's a fantastic meme edit of Pearl singing "It's Over, Isn't It?" except one particular line's been swapped over. You could probably guess what it is.
I'm not lyric savvy enough yet. Also, fun fact: Hermes actually knows that we can get out and still die.
Alright, let me just I'm gonna write down the meme so that I can link it to you because it's funny.
Please heal me, please heal me. Thank you, Karen. You're a good guy.
That's
And I'm not going to fight you without my lesson.
Mistakes were made.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna repeat them.
Oh, yeah, the force level is good.
What does that one do?
When enemies die, they do damage around them and inflict weak. So it's like
Ooh, friendly
this
fire.
chain reaction thing.
Sign me up. Especially these guys. These are perfect.
Yeah, and like it's really good once you get up to the Temple of Styx because you know the walls are
Very
so
close quarters. Oh yeah, this is a perfect upgrade. I feel like this is one of those upgrades that would be like a permanent upgrade, but it's not.
What? Say?
I feel like this is one of the in any other game that type of thing would be a permanent upgrade.
Kind of, yeah.
That is.
There.
I was gonna say that like auto dodge. That sounds way too practical. But 10%, you can upgrade these benefits, can't you?
Yeah, with the combinate thingies.
Okay. But I'm guessing like that max percentage will probably buff up to maybe around 30%. I can't imagine getting much higher than that. So that's auto dodge for the win at some point.
Yeah, but I actually do like the one that I took quite where you like even if you like after you dodge you take less damage for a bit.
That's
but,
still
like,
practical, yeah.
Yeah, because like you know usually you're not that far off with dodging because you dodge all the time.
Yeah, better to just mitigate damage than just, you know, a chance of missing the hit.
Yeah.
Not yet. What's for sale?
Maybe I shouldn't have done this because now I don't have money. Nah,
So-
fine.
So is there just make sure. Is that really just a speed boost when you're dashing, or does it do something else?
Yeah, this boost. Okay, that did actually cause a bit of damage.
Moving on.
So, yeah, I mean we're already here.
I'm back.
I have recovered, as you can plainly see,
Oh,
monster.
now they acknowledge it. That bloody time.
This time, we are filled with renewed vigor to destroy you utterly.
I'm gonna whoop your ass.
Endless cycle of violence, basically. I guess that's one way for you to pass the time here in this stodgy place.
You take that back about Elysium. Or better, I shall make you eat those careless, innocent
I just love to hate it.
Come, Asterius, to war!
He's finally taking the heat. And you can't stand it. Oh yeah, look at that damage output. Jesus Christ, you're already almost halfway through.
Oh yeah, that actually is quite good. Yeah.
Yeah, you got a good build. Usually this boss encounter is a good way to gauge if your build is good
Yeah.
enough. Like that last one was, you know, the last one was decent, but it's like, I've seen better.
Yeah.
Nice effect for the win. Never really wanted to focus on, like, slowing status effects, but, you know, when you're using it inadvertently, it's like, oh wait, shit, this stuff's useful. I should use it more often.
Yeah, but it's also like the rupture effect that when they move and get knocked back, they take quite a bit of damage.
Yeah, just like, don't dismiss status effects. They're more practical than you think.
Yeah.
Ugh, I wish... That is kind of how you win Pokemon games, is exploiting status effects, because if you don't do that, you're not really going to have as, you know, free breeze of time as you normally would. Wish I was good at that. Besides Pokemon games being an absolute grind, because they are.
Yeah.
But I want to get into Pokemon games, I really do. They're not for me. I don't like RPG games in that format. They're really, really
Yeah,
slow.
it's like the turn-based is it is. It's also like even as an XCOM fan, like this kind of turn-based. Well, I barely took any damage in this one.
It's more annoying because Pokemon's format is very disruptive, in like a lot with the encounters. Because it's like you're just strolling along, and you want to make good progress, and you don't plan on encountering a fight. No, you're doing one right now. Fuck you.
Yeah,
I hate that.
and it's also like it for me like these kinds of turn-based where you just have like your actions. It so often involves into I have this good attack, let's spam it, and like strategy kind of goes a bit out the
That's
window.
what I did in Pokemon X. I got a Delphox, and Delphox are, when you're maxing out the evolutionary lines, they're psychic types. And if I remember correctly, at least in the original Pokemon games, psychic types were so powerful, so broken. You just needed a Kazam, and you could beat everyone because there was no counter to psychic types. And my god, that was true in X. I barely had any struggles. Actually, I think they added in Pokemon X and Y, it was either the fairy types or the dragon types. They were the counters to the psychic types. You got me how that fucking works. Or was it the ghost type? Either way, they made new types at that point.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Also, I have knockback, so it's like it's quite nice for these.
Yeah, just keep your distance. You might want to move a bit to the left though.
So, here we go.
That damage output, still-ish. before we find the bag in the first run.
No, I think that actually can't happen.
Really? You can't do it in the first one?
No.
I don't know why I'm not sure why I'm doubting you. I have the feeling back in my mind it's like someone must have died in the first room for some reason. I'm assuming maybe you just haven't encountered it, maybe?
I also keep forgetting that I have, that I literally start with my gauge a bit full so that I can just, in this rooms, damage everybody with
Nuke the room!
Yes. This is one of the annoying things about the poison, is that, damage, like, you're always
You
like,
gotta
shit, where's
find
the...
the pool.
Yeah, where's the thing, where's the thing?
Where's the pool?
Definitely.
Oh, I should probably ask this now to you before you encounter Hades. So whenever you get hit by those green armor effect things, is that just like a weaken defense type stat going on, or is that something else?
Sorry? The poison?
No, not the poison. When you counter Hades, the green arms, whatever, they give you that status screen effect. Is that just to impact your defense?
No, you take more damage, so in a way, yeah, but...
Okay, so it's just, don't get hit when the status is kicking in.
Yeah.
Okay. Make sure I was reading that one correctly. I couldn't ask it before, because, concentration.
I mean, I have 3 death defiance, but this is just like a total, yeah, okay, that's a bit safe.
Yeah.
Probably won't need it.
Yeah, because that other ability, you're in the end of the game, it's not going to be that much help for the Hades.
How did I miss that fishing spot?
It wasn't there. I just stay respectfully quiet for the audio cue.
There?
I just stay respectfully quiet for that audio cue because you were looking for it. Oh.
No, I cannot just wait until like there's also like a screen flash a bit.
The audio cue is probably a bit more reliable.
Yeah, but I don't hear the game that loud right now when you're talking, so...
Fair enough.
So, and like for exactly these rooms, it's so good. The everything...
They just kill themselves.
Yeah, it's just like a chain reaction.
God, it just stacks up with that ice ability. I think you should do alright with Hades, as long as you don't get cocky about it,
Yeah, even if I get cocky, I think I'm in a quite good position.
Oh, you are. Still. That's how runs get ruined so easily.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe Steven Universe. Funny about it. But after watching now, you were like, "Oh, future isn't necessary." It's like, why? Like, it's really good.
You don't have to. I mean, I only brought up that you can skip it because, well, other people have said it doesn't really match quality-wise to the show, I guess, or something like that. I don't know. I just like more Steven Universe is good for me, so I'll take it.
Yeah. Like, for me, it's also like, there's like, characters still felt really good. Like, there's only like one instance where I think like a character has been out of character for the show compared to previously. But otherwise, it's really nice, and like I do, especially after all this hardship, just enjoy the slices of life. Everything is nice.
It's nice to see a post-story type thing, because that's a luxury that we don't get often.
Yeah, because like usually it's like, oh, we defeated the big bang and then it ends, and it's like, I just wanted characters to be characters and happy again. Can we not at least see some of it?
No!
This cold, white substance falls.
Cool, yeah, you must be beating your personal times right now. Just check the time.
Look carefully
Oh yeah,
at
it's
the
actually good.
tiny crystals, but structurally weak. They melt. This surface realm, it is
Uh-huh.
If you're quite finished teaching me about this snow phenomenon, can we get on with brutally trying to kill each
Yes, it's fascinating. Now, can you please just let me walk out?
To have your mortal-colored blood spill once again upon this bed of snow, then fine. Let us proceed.
I think it won't be just my blood. Oh, I got gold from this.
Who keeps putting all these pillars back up? I just noticed that. You know, when you're fighting the boss, you know, all these pillars go except the two big ones. Someone has to keep putting them back.
I probably do so.
Probably. Considering this is practically the front porch of the damn, you know, Hades.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't special shot these things, which is annoying.
What shall it take for all of this to end?
Yeah, if you just let me walk out easy.
What you
Yeah.
desire is impossible.
Like you would know.
I do, you idiot.
Probably brought this up before the first time. I do like that this boss fight is using the game's theme. Or is the game's
Yeah.
theme the boss fight?
I think the other way around. But yeah, I think that we could talk a lot about Hades, like the soundtrack, and this is like one of the reasons, especially the second phase.
Kind of the only major, well, besides the gameplay style, the only major signifier that yes, this is made by the same people who made Bastion is that banjo. This fucking ass.
Show yourself, father.
Come on, next phase, kick
Honestly,
in.
you actually might have, like, even with, like, especially with the ones that I did before, you kind of convinced me on the bow.
It is time that we
I mean, you can't deny the results. It's really fucking good.
And I didn't even get any good special boosting it.
Yeah, this is just
thanks.
mostly the base bow right now doing all this work, besides the, you know, the snow effects. But, you know, the bow in itself
Yeah.
is still good.
And it's like, because like I didn't get one of the special thing, the
Casting
upgrades,
stuff.
Where
It's just like, this is all bow, baby. It really makes a difference when you can have those shots home in. You pronounce Demeter or Demeter? I think one's for either gender, by the sound of it.
maybe I don't know, it's like whatever you choose.
Potato, potato.
What's the matter, boy?
Okay, cocky, this is how you make mistakes.
I mean, good thing is because since I have that one Poseidon boom, I'm building up my God Gouge really quickly for that.
Mm-hmm. Is this like temporary invincibility?
No, it just does a lot of damage in an AoE.
That was easy. That has to be your quickest run so far.
I think it is, yeah. Like I didn't even do the death defiance there.
No, you did not. I think I've convinced him now that bow forever.
Yeah.
Bow for life.
Ow. 2 minutes off. Ow.
Ah. Still, that really shows how good the run was. Free bonus. Maybe with this you'll last a minute longer. That's why you keep passing out. You're at critical health every time.
Yeah, that actually makes sense.
Ugh.
Speed.
So much faster. Thank God you only have to walk through once the first time.
Hey, Mom.
Is there anything-
Faster, man.
Actually, before you talk to it, is there anything you can... Oh, never mind. I was gonna say, it's like, can you explore around?
Since last you left, I couldn't help but think the worst about what happened after I had left. Or soon before. You mentioned Nyx. You don't suppose that she and Hades wanted me out of the way?
Didn't seem like it.
Don't think that can be.
At least not with Nyx. I didn't see any
Yeah.
animosity between the two.
For that matter.
Because like Nyx actually works on us me getting to you, so
Yeah, like she does a lot for Zagreus.
Yes. I knew them long enough to have decided yes, that they were
I mean, you know, besides the fact that Nyx is the reason why Zagreus is alive,
But I also
at least
Yeah.
know
here.
not to be trusting to a fault.
Definitions of alive are a little bit under scrutiny right now.
Especially since neither of them is being forthcoming with me even now, right? And yet, I have this feeling something else is going on, Mother. The way that Father speaks of you, the way Nyx speaks of you, I think they care for you.
Not enough to actually just let you walk up here.
Well, they have a funny way of showing it, I think. Your father, so you have to get through him each time you visit me?
For some reason.
I do. Mother, what if Father thinks that he's protecting you? Have you considered that?
Protecting me? Why, Zagreus, what do you mean by that? As you can see, I can fend for myself.
Well,
Ah,
you're
damn it.
this, aren't you? But the gods, none of them seem to know you're here. So,
Yeah, they never seem to
How
bring
would you
up.
know something like
Yeah,
that?
none of the gods actually bring up anything. You know, his motives for going up here, do they?
Leaving me
Like anything. I don't
Uh,
think. I don't think any of them mentioned about anything about Persephone. Right?
no, not Persephone. It's like just you will have a better life here, and you can get, you annoy Hades, and that's kind of what we like to do.
Yeah. Selfish bastards.
hold that thought, Mother.
He's asleep again.
True cause has got you again, huh? That's a real shame. I mean, imagine one day you're just going about your business and then you're dead. Although I guess you
Many,
have to imagine
many a time that thought has occurred.
Yeah.
Especially using the shower. It's the worst thought to have. You're like, if I slip, that's it.
Yeah.
Much too modest
For me,
to
it's
criticize
sometimes
someone
driving a
else
car
for
is
a
like
heroic deeds
any
and
moment
just
an idiot could just overtake and
You ought to be more
Even
like
as a
Oh,
passenger,
responsible.
that's occurred. It's just like,
yeah.
you know, all it takes is one careless driver.
Oh, fear not, oh, fear
And I actually had this like one of my friends is like huge motorbike. Not, I mean, he's a motorbike, not huge, I would say.
Uses a bike.
Yeah, and like I he offered me to ride along. It's like yeah,
What can I
will
say?
be fun,
You tried.
and it was fun until like towards the end. I suddenly had this thought of I'm just sitting here on
Out, out in the elements.
yeah, with going like 100, and the only thing that's connecting me to this is me like hugging my friend from behind and him being on like the not steering, but it's like
Holding
this
on
is
to
so
the actual
insane
physical
if you
bike.
think about it. Yeah,
I mean, you can get safety equipment to better attach the driver to the bike, but the passenger? That don't
Yeah.
exist.
She's got a lot of questions herself, as you can probably imagine.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, I get the appeal, but there's a point where it's like, are you doing it for the benefits of the speed or something else? You know?
If you have any sense remaining in that head of yours,
yeah. I mean, for him it is like
not to discuss
he just enjoys driving, and yeah, speed is a factor of it, especially like acceleration and how fast you can go into corners.
Let me go.
And then reality slams right back in your face. Not that there's anything
Mm.
wrong with going fast, it's just like you gotta do it in a very well controlled manner.
Yeah, and like I mean, I don't know if like literally yes, so like
Fair market
he
value.
is responsible, and like he is not going like 200 down somewhere.
Oh,
Chthonic keys.
It's for him it's more about like just feeling acceleration and like driving away, like this is definitely awesome, like
Do so.
uh,
Turns out that I may be
to,
stopping
like,
back from time to time like this, but please don't bother picking up my room. I won't be staying long.
yeah, it's like because he always compares it to like super sports cars. It's like I think with this bike you like 3.5 seconds to 60 miles per hour for you,
Hmm.
which is like
Goodbye.
to get a car like this, how expensive it is, and then you have the taxes and insurance on top of it.
I've always had this argument. It's like, if you're gonna buy an expensively fast car, I hope you have a place where you can actually achieve those speeds, because the natural roads will not let you.
Residence is beautiful. A little
Yeah,
bit
and
messy,
you also like especially in
These
Austria, you
lights
pay
and
yourself
decorations
stupid for
and
just like the
architecture's
insurance of
fine.
it because
Very
like it's
bright
tied
as
to
well.
how much horsepower it has.
Mm.
But there again, for bikes, like he pays comparably nothing to it. Yeah, so it's like it's like if you want like the thrill of driving,
Go to a
bike
theme.
is so much better than a
Go
car.
to a theme park for the thrill of the speed.
Yeah, and also I do also get like the appeal of just driving in like nice roads and like
10 short of keys.
this is something like especially in Austria, like we have a lot of like curvy roads next to rivers and stuff like that.
Great viewpoints.
Yeah, it's just nice to drive there, even if you're not going that fast, but just being able to, go into corners a bit quicker, lean in, and like that does have an appeal. I'm just too scared because I don't trust myself on two wheels.
Mm-hmm. Even like the Top Gear crew acknowledged that, yes, Austria, Germany, beautiful landscapes.
Yeah.
Still, I'm glad I've personally chosen to not focus on getting a car. Like, my lifestyle could not bloody afford it.
Yeah.
It's like, it's one thing to owning a car, it's another maintaining said car. That's just extra debt you're slapping into your life for no reason. There are other modes of transport out there.
Yeah, it's like you need a job to sustain a car. That's pretty much how it is.
Mm-hmm. I'm really focusing. I'm still browsing for a job until something changes. Maybe this 3D printing thing might get me in the right direction. I'm still looking for a job just for the sake of spending my time wisely. That's literally why I'm doing it. It's just like, I might as well be doing something with my free time that I have.
Yeah.
Because I've got too damn much of it.
No, I don't want my special to get nerfed. God damn it.
You will have you will be nerfed and you will like it. Is there any tied to prophecy at least?
No.
Like not top one.
I mean, God is a god. Oh god, this is awful. It's like, movement speed isn't that bad, right?
Does that impact your dodge? It does not.
No,
Alright, then dodge purely.
Yeah.
So
fuck, this is so wrong.
it doesn't really change much. You've been dodging this whole time anyway.
Yeah, it's like in fact you move by dodging anyway, so it shouldn't be that
So
thing,
nothing's
isn't it?
changed really if you think about it.
It's like just walking feels wrong now.
Deal with it.
I'm with you every step till you arrive here, Zagreus. Then I will probably ignore you like the rest. Just warning you ahead of time, alright?
Artemis is so
Hey, Artemis.
relatable. Yeah, critical.
Okay, now you are in a... First it was a glass cannon, now you're in a mobile tank. I was just curious. I browsed again, see what job offerings there are right now, and still nothing. Do you count volunteer as a job? I don't. That don't sound paid.
I mean, volunteer. Like, what? Without being paid?
That's the point of volunteer work. You just sign up to do the work. You don't actually get paid for volunteer work.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's nice
There is no
that
payment
some
here.
people do this, but yeah, it's like,
Volunteer work is only good if you just want to help out, or I suppose purely for experience sake. But
like, yeah.
I want to get paid for my time here.
Yeah.
You'll be paid in exposures.
I mean, I'm so glad that this is, like, that I'm a programmer and not like in the art field where this is common, because, like, no, you get paid for your work.
I just remembered
It's hard.
someone made a skit about being paid, and then I'll pay you in 2 exposures.
Great, I will just assign those 2 exposures at my bank.
Yeah, I'll give you a link to that later. Making a lot of notes today. I'm filling the quota, guys. That's a thought. Sorry, I just realized this. I tend to use sticky notes for, well, notes or just writing down anything. Even though I have a notebook next to me, what would you prefer, the sticky notes or the notebook? They both do the same function.
I usually prefer notebooks because I don't really like sticky notes that much because like they are like a bit of a hassle. Can you get them to come on properly? Then
I use them just as a small surface area for the sake of like I need something quick to write down without taking up the time. I'm very inefficient writing down in notebooks in general. I'm terrible at it. So sticky notes is a good excuse because these are supposed to be just temporary notes that I can get rid of whenever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't, and also it doesn't take up like. What if I have a piece of information on half of a page, whereas the top half of the page I want to keep? So it's like, yeah, what do? Do I keep the page or not?
yeah.
With the sticky notes, it doesn't matter. The page is so small, there's only so much information you could put on. And I don't actually stick the sticky notes anywhere. Weird as that is, it's just like, it's just a convenient piece of paper, you know, end of the day. I actually keep them, like, the sticky notes I have, like, in an Amazon gift card tin. Which, I think they stopped doing that, by the way, the gift card tins. Last time I got a gift card, it wasn't in a tin. I was like, oh, I liked the tins. They were kind of useful, you know, small as they are. Perfect size for a sticky note.
Yeah.
Sorry, I derailed.
Demeter just mentioned that her daughter was born to a farm boy. That's interesting. And taken by mortals, and so now they pay.
Who she's referring to. Anyway. Yeah, for quite a bit of money.
Where did I want this money go? It's like still early in the month.
I don't know, I better go spend it.
Yeah, I can actually afford it.
Oh, 75%, that's actually pretty good.
Sorry?
The trap resistance. That also includes those archer bows, right?
Yeah.
It's up to you, I'm just saying, like, that's pretty good.
Yeah. I do like her cast actually, so.
Maybe next time.
It's like, there's a reason why this is still on my prophecy list. It's like, it doesn't matter for boss fights, and you know, I'm not dying to traps usually. It's like,
it can happen.
Like sometimes I get hit, but it's like not the major issue.
It's less dying to them and sapping away your health excessively, because they do damage.
But I heal after the boss fights anyway, so it's like
yeah. It's just
my entire line of reasoning usually always is, how can I beat Hades? Like, what will help me with that?
Yeah. And if I was, I'm definitely with you there. It's just like, don't dismiss the the benefit from 75% resistant damage. Like, that's really fucking good against traps at least.
We have a pest problem.
I wonder if that applies to poison. I think it does. It shouldn't. Neither did. It's like, technically, poison is a room hazard. It only applies on that floor, doesn't it?
Yeah, but it originates from enemies, so it's like, meh.
You get what I mean? Like, in order to fix it, it has to be provided by the floor itself. Like with the whole poison cure thing. It's a weird gray hazard, for sure. It's like, what would you classify this as? Because inherently the hazard is part of the room, which makes it a trap technically, if you think about it. What an interesting conundrum. So I'm guessing your current upgrade is you got more shots per the secondary ability?
Yeah. 4 extra shots on it. Which, you know,
that stacks up.
That stacks up, yeah.
Was that money?
Yeah.
Well, go spend it again. Spend it.
Using the amount of money again.
Athena? No. But still, ice is good.
Yeah, that would also happen quite often. I just love damage over time. I don't have to do anything.
No, that's good. That shit stacks up real fast.
Stephanie, why are you always here now?
Okay, you got me. I have no idea how it rotates around.
Please.
She does appear on the hub, right?
No, the other sisters are not allowed in the house.
That's a waste.
Sorry?
That's a bit of a waste, story-wise. You know, you could do some interactions. Like, no, you could say the same with the Minotaur and Sisyphus.
I mean, nobody would want Sisyphus there, like, seriously.
It's like, I'm pretty sure even if you were to interact with the Minotaur, Sisyphus will be part of the package no matter what you do. They
Yeah.
won't be separate even if they're in the hub.
He doesn't have any other friends, let's be honest.
Yeah.
And I love Artemis. Like, once you get like a crit going up, damage output is so brutal.
Mm. Like, how do you increase the chances of crits hitting? Just increase the amount you're hitting.
Yeah.
Off to Asphodel.
Right. Floor 2, right?
So yeah, floor 2.
Okay. Stupid ground floor rules.
Asphodel.
Or basement floor rules. Fuck. How does this work? How does this work? Elevator rules. I love that was a bit of a debate we had. Well, less debate, more for clarification is like, how the fuck does this work? I love that we still somewhat talked about it during the meetup as well, because guess what? We found ourselves crossing an elevator.
Yeah.
Now, if only we encountered a vending machine.
Yeah. Like, I think this is like you dodge so often, it's bound to happen.
Yeah, it's not really that practical. Shit, I'm starting to
I'm
paint.
not sure what the time frame is, but I'm pretty sure I will recover some health.
Yeah. Also, I've just realized I'm starting to actually pay attention to the benefits now. It's starting to click with me. Shit. I'm understanding the game faster.
Yay.
Heard he's officially serving in your court, making music.
Of course I know Orpheus. We're mates. Wait, why do you ask?
Hmm.
Your mates, huh? Just as long as you don't count on him for anything. Hasn't even mentioned me, has he? Well, if he ever does, you tell him I am doing great. I'm great.
Wanna give her a gift? Nope. Okay, moving on.
No.
So good.
Like,
See you again.
Come again.
I mean, I think for Hedy you don't really get an additional benefit. For some, if you give them enough, you do. For the gods, you need it for the true ending. But like, I have 4 nectars, and I'm not focusing on nectars in this one because they don't give me that much benefit compared to other stuff.
I'm
So,
assuming you've already done this in your main file, right?
yeah,
You can just load up the main file if you wanted to show that then, I'm assuming.
yeah,
Like, that is what you're going to be doing, right?
yeah. I will be showing.
To show how fucking OP you are by that point.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, like I said, I have like 75% damage reduction because I just granted this. So.
Athena, you don't have enough money.
Moving right along.
I don't have money right now.
Yep.
This is honestly like
Hey, look, it's me.
one of my least favorite rooms.
At least you can reflect the shots.
Yeah,
that
but
floor.
it's like there's so much stuff going on. I'm not one for bullet hells.
Yeah, there's nowhere safe to stop for a second. Yeah, I'm not much of a bullet hell guy either. No matter the format, it's very easy to get overwhelmed.
Yeah, it's like I can't think this much.
The thing is, though, I can get in the right, flow mindset, but that's rare. Closest example was, well, the Sans fight in Undertale, but
Oh yeah,
it's more platforming than bullet hell. But it's a bit of a mesh. But still, it was a good challenge.
yeah.
And you didn't do it.
No.
So you'll never know my pain.
Yeah, like enjoyed Undertale for the story. Gameplay-wise, it's like it's got an interesting twist, but it's not like that I would go out of my way to just play for gameplay's sake. It's like
it is a bit of a grind for the genocide run. I will not deny that, but I did it.
hey, Thanatos.
Been a
I
while.
will kill steal so many of yours now.
Oh, it's gonna be so fast. And watch as he decides to actually be decent this time and hurry it the fuck up. You can slow Thanatos down, right?
No, I can't slow him down.
Oh, weird.
But I can
I'm
just
having a
kill him.
feeling Thanatos is one of the secret encounter boss fights, isn't he?
No.
Wait,
my friend.
He's not. He's not like an enemy at all at any point?
No. Why would he?
Wait, he's... You know, the shopkeeper, he's a hidden boss fight. I'm surprised Thanatos isn't. Like, he's got animations, he's got a moveset, clearly. Made for it.
Where did you go?
You took down more than I did. Still running from yourself, I
Gonna
see.
give gift or just move on?
I already have. I'm actually wearing his keepsake now.
Huh. Neat. Do they react to the fact you're wearing his keepsake?
They do sometimes, yeah, but it's kind of like sometimes the story takes priority.
Oh, okay, so if you played enough of the game, it might happen.
Yeah.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
That makes sense.
Learn your place.
Seeing how
It's
rare...
something like Hades right now. Guaranteed Artemis spoon or more stuff.
You have enough money.
Yeah, it's like I have enough money, might as well spend it.
Who
I will
knows?
get other Artemis spoons at some point.
Who knows the next time you're gonna see a shop?
My blessing be with you.
Could have been anything in there. Might even be an Artemis spoon.
I've asked that you please rest assured knowing we have your matter well under control. Though in her infinite compassion she has taken up your cause nevertheless.
I love that they just trash talk each other all the time.
Naturally.
In all your boundless intellect, I'd have expected you would know I see through your intentions plain as day.
Athena.
Yeah. I mean, it's such a good rune. Literally saved my first one.
Mm-hmm. You still have enough for another shop.
Say?
You still have enough for another shop.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's an ice variant, I'm guessing.
I think it's the I spawn a lot of things variant, which I honestly don't like much.
Faster, faster, before he spawns his heads. No.
Or it's just area attacks, but they don't do anything sting-wise, which, yay.
Is that a stupid thought? So whenever you fight the Hydra, is it the same head that just changes its attribute, or is it one of the heads gets big enough to replace the original?
I'm not quite sure what you mean.
No, it's like, you know, how the Hydra works, you cut one head, another replaces it, whatever. Is it, you know, the same head that just changes attributes when you defeat it, or does one of the other heads grow big enough to replace it?
I want to go with the last one, that sounds dope.
How else is its attributes changing all the time?
Right?
I mean, how else can you explain the attributes changing each encounter?
Yeah. I could do with my dash.
I bet you there's an achievement for killing one of the bosses with a dash. If only this was the Steam version, then we'd know.
You could have achievements, yeah.
You Epic and being so late in adding achievements. Holy fuck, there's so much stuff that isn't in the Epic store. Not only till now did they add that shit.
Yeah. But I actually made my peace with the Epic Store right now because it gives me so many free games. But yeah, if I have the choices. I mean, I did have the choice, but I just had the...
The quality of the games have kind of gone down now. Now we're in the pure indie game territory. Just like Humble Bundle, that's how they start.
Yeah, but there's still some like interesting ones.
They
but
definitely have some
I
interesting
just don't
ones.
have time to play, which is actually my biggest issue.
Yeah, it's like my library for epics is built up. I'm like, I don't feel like playing any of them. Like the only thing is keeping me on the Epic Store is the fucking Kingdom Hearts games are still exclusive to Epic, even though all the other Square games that were Epic exclusives, they're now on Steam, like the Final Fantasy VII remake. I thought that was going to be one of the permanent Epic exclusives. Nope, that's on Steam. And yet the Kingdom Hearts games are still there. I don't get it. They do end up on Steam. I'm gonna be so miffed because I technically paid full price for one of the games. Technically, it's like even with discount, you're still paying high for them.
Yeah.
Like, those games just don't go on sale on Epic, and I'm not happy about that.
Yeah, I'm also like kind of waiting for Tiny Tina Wonderlands to kind of go on a bigger sale. When it's on 50%, but still like
It could be cheaper.
$30, and I'm not that.
It's like it's only like an expansion, isn't it? It's not really a full-fledged game, is it?
No, it actually is a full-fledged game.
It's its own game, but it's like how much content's in it?
I think yeah, a decent amount, but yeah, it's like it's the like it
Compared
because
to
it's
the
a Borderlands game.
Yeah,
so it's
compare it
like,
to the other Borderlands games.
It's like I could just replay 2 if I really wanted to. So
Which
it's
they
like,
which they seem to keep pushing. By the way, they never let 2
I mean,
die.
it is the best one, so it's like.
Yeah, that really says a lot. Like they were so insistent on pushing 2, they made a VR port, and apparently they butchered that one really badly.
Yeah.
I don't know how you managed to fuck that one up, considering how basic, gameplay-wise for VR thing should be easy to do, yet you buggered it up anyway. I don't know how you did that.
They will always find a way.
Speaking of VR, I haven't really, I played VR not too long ago, but it was just like, there's been nothing in the market really to fully grab me back in. Like, there's been nothing equal quality like Half-Life Alyx. I blame the Quest for this.
I mean, Half-Life Alyx, like, this is really a company being like,
That
we make a VR game, and
that defined the standard of what VR games should be, yet all VR games right now do not push the limits of what you could do with VR games. Especially graphically as well, because I blame the Quest standards. It's like, is it good enough that the Quest can play it? That's it. You don't have to push it any further. And like, just cut the market in half. Thanks.
Yeah, I get the complaint.
It's like there's more you can do with this, but stupid technology mandates that they've just stupidly limited. We're not going to see anything groundbreaking. Thanks. That's a pet peeve that's been internal for a bit.
No,
I want to see VR games do good. It can be good. It's just no one's making them right now. It sucks.
Yeah, I think this is also like a kind of general trend that games kind of just become a bit casualer than they were. Like, what you fucking damage.
You're just getting a lot to Demeter this run, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, fair. You passed her up last time.
Then for some reason the silence showed up late. It's like I don't have anything that synergizes right now with you.
RNG.
Also, I'm really happy that I got the armor does my specialist more damage to armor, and you just attack me for 1. That's unfair, and yeah, I should build stuff like that.
You look like you're taking quite a few hits, but nothing's happening. I just had a stupid thought. Okay, so there's RNG and praying to the RNG gods, and then RNGesus. What's a mythology equivalent to that?
Yeah, that's good for prophecy stuff.
RNG Zeus.
So this time I actually did it because Artemis again.
Pleasure in having to fight against you, Short One. I too have come to look forward to it, even if I end up falling to your strength.
I was actually quite good at the feeling.
That's now he acknowledges that he can fall. I got 5 of them.
Yeah, like I got so much from winning against you.
These battles are enough. Besides, you won.
I actually acknowledge it that we got it from him.
Yeah, you got a decent build here. Not as good as the last one, but you know, it's up there. That he is. He is indeed fast.
I'm invulnerable.
I'm assuming this never
Actually,
like
the
still
Sand
taking
one,
damage.
the con also does quite a bit of damage, but it's a bit awkward to use because you kind of have to circle around it. It's like
Yeah, you can't just run up against him all the time. You push past, don't you?
kind of reminds me of Dota Hero, who's also like he's pretty much like is Penguin the animal name as well? Pengo. You know,
Penguin?
No,
What animal are we
the-
talking about?
fuck it, the one with like the
Describe.
armored back but not turtles.
We got Armadillo. That's one of them.
Yeah, armadillo, like something like that.
Okay.
So, and like as his ultimate, he was into a ball, and then you just, you know, roll for the enemies. But the turning radius is also like that. If somebody stands still, it's really awkward to
Oh,
get them.
you constantly
this can
moving.
happen
Yeah,
where
I
you can
hate
just
this.
like turn around them and you don't hit them at all.
You're constantly adjusting. By the time you've actually hit them, you run out.
Yeah.
Been there too often.
But then the like pro players were like, "Holy shit, how good are you out of this?"
In reality, it's pure fucking luck.
Like pros, like they actually use the environment smart because then you bounce back and then they just unlock you. But yeah,
Yeah, I feel like
it's
sometimes
it's a
bit
fun
luck.
hero, but it's like also
High skill bar.
yeah.
I just realized this. Is there no way to see in the game how many successful runs you done? Or save file, whatever.
No, you just have the total ones, which is a bit strange.
Oh, that's kind of annoying, so I'm already losing count, surprisingly. We've done 4 now, right?
Yeah, then like
For some reason, I
if
feel like
this will
we've done
only
5
have
already.
five. Ooh, look at it! I have money again.
Time to spend it! Ooh, more Poseidon.
Well, nephew, I know that salty Charon can be difficult, but I'm certain that whatever price you
Yeah, shut up.
Yeah,
Might as well use some spendability stuff. Was it 10 of those things for a key?
yeah.
Okay.
It's, no, 5 actually. So
Oh, that's cheap.
And where do you think you're going, fiend? Thought you might scoot right past Asterius and myself without a fight.
I beat you pretty much every time.
You smucking smartass. I just realized. Last attempt. Did you thank your one fan? I don't think you did.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, you did. Okay. Thank God. Worry over. Hang on a minute. Can't tell if it's your damage output or it was just the lingering health. It looked like the monster's health was already damaged from the last encounter. Is that a thing?
I think he resets. But I think he has more HP if you fight him alone, maybe?
Next time, I wonder, like, you can encounter these two without encountering the Minotaur first, right?
Yeah.
Maybe that's why. Like, if you've already encountered the Minotaur, you have an advantage. I need to pay attention to this next time. Or rewind the video.
That's also an option.
That sounds like that could be a thing. I'm not sure. Either way, your damage output will be too fucking high. Actually, I just remembered something. Do you remember that whole YouTube rule thing with the whole no swearing within, what was it, 15 seconds of the video? Yeah, they backpedaled on that. Thank fuck.
I wonder why.
It's like, that didn't take very long.
Can't be because it was a stupid idea, can it, right?
It might also be the fact that it affected people who actually were being paid on YouTube to just like, we can't do these ads anymore as easily. Damn it, this is difficult now. And it's doable for the people. I'm sure there was a lot of people who were being sponsored having hard difficulties with this.
Yeah, I mean, there were also like, I remember a time where it's like, certain topics, if you talked about them, you would also get demonetized, which meant like news channels
so badly.
It had this like, I can't talk about news anymore because guess what? These topics are part of news.
It's not even just topics you're talking about. Sometimes some random shit can get, you know, tagged because YouTube Autobots are crap.
Yeah.
I remember, I can't remember which video it was. I think it was like a Sonic thing or whatever that I uploaded. Got ID'd from YouTube that it was claiming that the content was supporting terrorism for some fucking reason. And I had to spell out on the report, be like, this is a children's video game? What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, but you destroy things that Eggman builds.
I'm not sure if it was
Like,
Sonic
you're going
or...
against capitalism demo there.
Clearly. I'm not sure if it was Sonic specifically. I know it was just children's media. I'm like, this is a kid's game? What the fuck are you talking about? Supporting terrorism? What are you on about? And it wasn't anything I was talking about in the video. It was specifically the content I was playing. I know for a fact it was the content I was playing.
Yeah.
So you got me. YouTube is weird. It's the only time that's happened, but it's just like, I'm keeping my eye out in case that happens again.
Oh, it definitely should.
Should come in useful.
Enemies have 10% less health. That's
Yeah, I'll take that. Does that include bosses?
It should.
I would research this, but I'm not as in tune with the wiki as you are, so I'll leave you to it.
But I'm a bit disappointed I didn't get another Artemis because I kind of wanted, like one of their upgrades is every time you deal critical damage, another enemy gets marked, and then you have also crit chance on him.
Wait a minute.
Then, and this is so good with the special because you hit them so often.
Yeah, I was gonna say, this sounds like this stacks up real fast.
Yeah. But I'm generally still quite fond of this one.
Yeah, considering this one looks to be even faster than the last run, somehow. My timer is correct.
I should get this. Maybe I should get like speed time up again. Then I have to host it on my own. Like,
shit, I've encouraged him to start speedrunning this game now. What have I done?
I'm not like. I'm not bad at Hades, as you know. Actually, quite pleasantly surprised with how fast I'm getting for this again now.
But we know there is an audience for speedrunning this game, and it's far more difficult to rival up against compared to, you know.
Yeah, and like, I mean, not that Twig Media is like easy, but
the
amount
entry
of
level
played is like
it's far lower than
Twig
any
Media
other
is,
game. You actually have a chance with Trackmania because there's not as many people speedrunning that game.
Yeah, and it's also like the way that, you know, Trackmania, you hunt maps more than you just do the general let's do all tracks.
Aye.
So yeah.
I'll take this one.
Because like I throw two of them now, so it makes sense.
Might as well amp it up.
Sorry?
Might as well amp it up.
has golden mist.
Oh no, what a shame.
Yeah.
Just a free projectile attack now. I heard
Thank
you like
fuck.
projectiles, so I'll give you projectiles with those projectiles.
Yeah.
It would do better if they did like piercing damage. 'Cause holy fuck, that would be so.
I mean, the
Oh.
second one does reduce damage, but it's still, you know, quite a good upgrade.
No, it's just like if that was able to do piercing damage, I feel like it's one of
Oh.
those projectiles that would do like continuous damage for each contact type thing. Oh,
There is one that they can also like the Ares cask is pretty much like a saw blade that just
oh,
out.
oh.
And like if you get the boon with Artemis, like a blue boon, it tracks.
Ah, that sounds
Then
good.
there's even one that then does like it does more damage based on like how long it did damage.
Mm.
This one gets so dirty.
Maybe next time, eh? If
Yeah.
the cards are in our hands.
But I actually haven't seen Ares since a while. I was like,
Yeah, Ares has been
so much-
unusually absent.
murder. Shouldn't he be?
Where is
like,
he?
happy?
Maybe Ares is jealous. It's like, oh, he thinks he's so good, does he? Think he's better than me? Think this sufficient at killing? I see how it is.
I need to start a war now.
I know when I'm not
That's probably
needed.
what it is.
No, Kratos has already just killed him. He's just, you know, rebalancing
yeah.
this everything else in the world right now. I'm surprised that's not a mod replacing Ares with Kratos.
I mean, maybe it's a mod.
Maybe.
But yeah,
What known monstrosities await you near the surface, little Hades? As your
Actually, I think I have seen fan art of Kratos in this art style. I know that exists.
that could be a thing, yeah. What should I have 300 HP? Where did all this health come from?
No luck on the bag this time. Shame.
Yeah. I don't need luck right now.
You have ammo.
And the bow. The only thing that's annoying about the small ones is that you never really can tell, like, when
Yeah,
they
it's
already emerged or when they're still invulnerable.
Yeah, it's hard to see them in the ground at all.
You're not going to throw that stuff at me.
You can still get poisoned even when the room is cleared, right?
No, then it actually auto stops.
Okay, that's good. Game's not that cruel about it.
Yeah, it's also the same if like you can't hurt yourself with traps once the room's cleared.
Okay, good. I hate games that do that. when you finish clearing the room, you still got the poison damage. Fuck! Dies
Yeah.
right there. I
I
only found this out about a while ago. I don't give a crap much about Elder Scrolls, but apparently there is a reason why your death animation is a little slow. Like, there is an inbuilt game chance, well, not chance, just a safety measurement that, yes, if you do manage to kill the boss, and it kills you around the same time, usually the boss will die first before you do, like when your death animation finishes, and the game will still count that as actually successfully killing the boss.
Oh,
So even if you've
that's
died, you have killed the boss, and so you get back to the area, it is dead.
nice.
So that's surprisingly merciful for a Souls game.
I mean, Elder Scrolls now or Elden Ring?
Shit. Elden Ring. Whatever. The Dark Souls. Fuck. Not Elder Scrolls.
Elden Ring.
Elden Ring. It's got Elder in the thing. Elden Ring. I meant Elden Ring.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, I'm surprised it's that merciful for a Souls-like game. I'm pretty sure any other game would not have implemented something like that. It's a very
Yeah.
small thing you wouldn't notice or think about, but is very merciful. This is there many a times I've you know, fought a boss where you dying at the same time as the boss does not
Yeah.
count, and that sucks.
Oh yeah, it's just the worst feeling.
Mm. It's like, what's more insulting from choking on a boss fight? You losing because of dying at the same time. It's like, I
Yeah.
won technically. Fuck.
He's dead and I respawn. That's how these things work.
In my book, it counts. Can't stop looking at the. There's supposed to be shields from Athena, right?
Sort of terrible snake stuff.
I'm not sure if they're shield.
Or gears. They look like gears, don't they?
Yeah, kinda.
They're from Athena. Why do they look like clockwork gears? What's that all about? I think it's just with the edging. I guess to better signify that they're effective? Question mark? I don't know. I guess they just want something a bit more dynamic than a circle.
Yeah.
You could have had an
But
angular
it
shield.
spins and does damage.
Like, shields come in many other shapes besides a circle. You do know that.
I mean, yeah, but yeah. Actually, actually, the Greece ones were kind of circular, weren't they?
Yes, the Grecian ones were circular, but I'm just saying there are other shield types out there. Actually, they can have either be circular, like perfectly round, or square in a rectangular shape. Those exist.
Yeah, this is a good build.
Oh yeah, definitely. Let's just get into room, unload shields. What are you talking about? What bow? All I use
Yeah,
is
it's
my
like-
smacking shield.
I can use this.
I should do that. Next boot.
Oh, that was an old skit, I just remember, for Link, except he doesn't pick up the Master Sword, he just uses his shield. Because in the first NES Zelda game, the first thing you default equip with is the shield. You don't have the sword. You can technically ignore picking up the sword.
Okay, just finish the entire game without the sword.
Difficult, but I think it is possible.
Oh, nice.
You did this.
No, I didn't.
Well, you enabled this to happen.
He's fine, he's happy.
Alright, we feeling good for number 5?
I'm feeling confident, yeah.
Ah, but there you are, boy, finally. Despite my knowing you are always late for
I was fast.
Yeah, it's like, fuck you, this was faster than last time. I know for a fact you were faster than last time.
Oh, shut up and get your fork. And burn away that regal cape and let's get to this then. I had no idea you had all these capes to spare.
I say, it's like, he does not give a shit.
Full of them.
Yeah.
Your mockery of me may temporarily embolden
How dare you insult me and my silk?
in the end.
Such a waste. Oh, okay, yeah, this is good. You haven't even thrown your shields yet.
No, I have. I botched this.
No.
Oh, don't you dare.
Should let your wretches rest in peace.
Yeah, this is a good build. Just don't choke. No pressure.
No, I have to let you jump for this. Like I'm even still with my shield. It's like,
Oh yeah, it's just like, yes, that health is still unscratched.
Meddle in others' affairs.
This feels like one of those attacks that just does tiny potshot damage, but it actually is pretty good. It's the
Yeah.
sound effects, I think. Not to let this happen.
Smaller than this.
Okay, good. It was just me. I inadvertently referenced it. A bit of off.
Moving up one so they can freaking do.
Stand still and let me punch you in the face.
So there we go.
A bit of odd timing, but I always find it interesting that episode 3 got, you know, it's only like somewhat recently episode 3 got, you know, all these, you know, new memes and everything, you know? It's one of those things you don't realize till way later. Oh. There we go.
What's this? Episode 3?
Sorry, I think you might have had an internet spike there because we couldn't.
Oh.
The screen stopped showing anything.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Must have had a
That
spike
doesn't
there.
also make sense why it didn't talk now.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, it's weird that we had like a resurgence for Star Wars Episode 3 like 2 years ago now, but it was weird it had a meme resurgence, like all these new interactions.
Yeah,
It's like, where were these when it was released?
I mean,
Yeah.
the meme culture wasn't that big of a thing back then. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like this resurgence just is like, it's like, it feels too
How did
recent
this-
this type of thing to happen. I guess the protective area is a bit more deceptive than it looks. Stand still for 5 more seconds.
Oh yeah, he actually shared us.
Oh, nice. Bonus damage.
How is this possible? That this
Get wrecked. Dead. Your father.
Alright, 5. We're halfway there.
take me out.
Yeah,
You did 2 in 1 run.
we finally did it.
Now just keep that up.
In the name of Hades.
That was the second time now. Okay, I was the fastest with the bow. So see, the spear is better.
Ah, whatever.
I'm actually liking this.
The bow.
The special build, yeah.
You can't deny the results. It's definitely rivaling.
Frozen Overlook and all that.
Right, before you talk to Persephone or whatever,
Yeah, I look around.
yeah, it's just like, is there more to see before you do anything?
I think it's just a garden.
Yeah, but there's like a back path. Yeah, that. What's all this?
Scenery. You can't escape.
It's like my-
escape.
You might as well enjoy it before you die again.
Yeah. Maybe there's a fishing spot back there and I've been missing it.
Oh, you can never know.
How much do you know about your relatives upon Olympus?
Almost nothing.
A little. I've been in contact with Athena, Zeus, and other members of the
Actually, almost all of them now at this point.
house.
Yeah. I mean,
Assisting me.
there's still a lot missing, like, you know, Apollo, Hephaestus.
No. Zagreus, what have you done? You've led them here?
Oops.
No, they think I'm trying to escape from father so that I can join them on their mountaintop. At least I think that's what they think. Most of them anyway.
At least Zeus does. That's the most important one.
Yeah.
That Olympus is involved?
Oh yeah, he totally knows.
Yeah.
He does. Both he and Nyx. In fact, it's Nyx who put me and Olympus into contact. I could never have broken free of the underworld if not for their help.
That is true. I'm not good enough for a boneless one.
Hmm.
And Olympus
Which
is
I'm
not?
assuming is, you know, rewarding if you have done
No
that.
one here, as far as
Yeah,
you're
but-
aware.
Why?
There's even dialogue for this.
That's right, more or less. Nyx and father seem to put up with each other. Don't seem to have much of a choice.
I'm assuming there is a kind of risk-reward type thing. If you do intentionally miss a boon, will the next one actually be of much better value?
No, I don't think there is. It's like,
Fool.
That should be a
What
thing.
is he thinking? What is he thinking? Do you suppose he thinks that he's protecting me from them? Oh no.
Hmm. Already?
Maybe he does think so indeed. Because now having met my relatives upon Olympus, I can definitely see that they can be a bit vindictive about things.
Especially when you ignore them for over a choice, like Jesus Christ.
yeah.
Then if Olympus is involved, that would explain a lot. I'm here, not there with them, as you can see. But oh,
You know, it'd be easier if you just, walk back down so you don't have to experience death, but whatever. What is pain, anyway?
I mean, I really like your idea that she could just come closer. Like,
Hang on, what's that?
Unnatural causes got you
There's
once
like a
again,
glowing
Ned.
green spot by the wall there.
You show him next time. Would you do that for me, huh?
Yeah, right there.
this
What's
is
that?
just, you can listen into the shades and what the title affected.
Oh,
There's, some
that's
fun
cute.
jokes there.
I wonder if there's some references to like some old classic stories.
Be on your way, Zacharias.
Could be,
I
yeah.
have an audience with Lord Hades in a moment. An inquiry into my recent absences.
What are you worried about, Van? You've never given him a reason not to trust you.
Recently, I'm not so sure. Whatever you're doing...
He sounds like someone I know, voice actor wise. But the thing is, I have looked him up and nope, never seen him in any other work, but he sounds similar to someone.
Any rumors swirling about the house regarding the outcome of a certain interaction I had with my father recently? Involving a great deal of violence? Because I'd like for everyone to know...
5 times now.
I was gonna say 5 times, and I haven't failed yet.
For there are certain subjects so forbidden here right now that not even rumors.
You're more likely to die by the shopkeeper more than anything else.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Truly.
Thank you, sir. I didn't know whether I had it in me. As for the other bit, I'll keep it quiet then, for now. Probably shouldn't be tying my sense of self-worth to praise from friends, acquaintances, and strangers anyway.
That'd be a sensible thing to do.
Indeed, lad. I was looking all over for you.
Where else would you be looking?
Yeah, it's like, I'm going to return from there because I can't keep this fucking realm.
Hmm.
Blood darkness, but this place is falling apart. Nobody works an honest day down here.
We have no days.
Everybody's dead. Give them a break.
What would you even know of honest work? At least the wretched dead yet honor me as lord. I cannot say the same for you.
So we don't have days down here. Like,
What is a day, anyway? It's a mortal concept only.
My friend, another most heroic feat of yours. And truth be told, I find it quite inspiring.
Inspiring enough to make you want to sing again?
I met your ex also.
I was gonna say.
I don't know that I have the will for that. I need some time to think. Is that all right?
Of course.
At last.
Nix, my mother was quite concerned to learn Olympus has been aiding me. Haven't you put her in danger by involving them? Was there no other way?
Well, seeing there's no other superpowered elements around here that would insist on helping.
Yeah. I mean, only chaos helps us. Like,
Well, chaos is the chaotic element.
yeah.
He thrives on chaos energy. And this being one of them.
If I did not reveal your existence to them, if they discovered who you are, it would be worse.
I've noticed on Nyx's design. So we have the Fates here, the three sisters, whatever. But they don't have a design here, do they?
No. It might come up in the next game, though.
Yeah, but as you can see, Nyx has these 3 skulls on her design. Is that reference to them?
Could be, yeah.
The only connection I could think of. Well, she has a skull on her helmet headpiece, so maybe not. I'm just, trying to find something here.
Yeah.
Sketch of the day.
Oh, we got 3 wishes that one.
This is one of those cases where a design is just a design for its sake. You should have enough money for those keys now, I think. He's so sweet.
Drink sometime sounds
Yeah.
wonderful to do, sir. Maybe tomorrow, assuming I'm not getting out of here by then.
6 o'clock?
It's no big deal. I mean, forget I asked. Or anything.
I don't care what you say, I ship it. Even if she's just ahead, I'll make it work, damn it.
Everything good?
Yeah. And you're not alone with that.
Hey, maybe the sequel will fix that.
Think I'll take it. Here are the gems.
So after this, there's no other uses for the keys?
Not really, no.
Huh. So what happens if you do get a key? Can you exchange it?
Maybe there's like your last.
Let's see the last of them.
Nope,
No,
that's it.
That's the last one. Okay.
Yeah, so what do you do with keys when you get them? You can't exchange them, right?
Yeah. Oh god, this is 1,000. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, that's a late game upgrade for sure.
yeah, I'm access now. This is really good because like it allows you to, if you're not happy with the boon selection, you can re-roll it. It's really good. Like it gives you means to control the randomness.
Fair enough.
What's all this? Let's see here. So what exactly happened with the formerly pink window over there? Now it's got these sinister orange flames and an enormous pack
What's
of
he
bullets
referring to? I
hanging
don't
loosely
remember.
over the
Pink
The
window.
effect of punishment.
Father
Yeah.
stopped by.
I mean, he's the tutorial guy.
Oh, so we did so much progression that the game hadn't caught up yet.
Yeah.
When I finally come to, the window job was done. As likely an explanation as any.
Stop right there. Don't go any further. How dare you?
Yeah.
Right.
That was quite productive.
Yeah, 2 successful runs. We're now up to 5. So
And within time.
yeah, with good time, like very good time. All right, cool.
Yeah, we're getting places. Not Olympus places, but
It's progress.
yeah.
All right, cool. Right, that'll do for a stream. So check back on Wednesday for maybe another 2 successful runs.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. Till then.